Alright, today I'll be recovering a 4TB Seagate Barracuda 2.5-inch unit that is making clicking noises. It's not too late to save this device from hard drive graveyard. We'll have a look at the head assembly surface. We'll have a look at the disks if necessary. If we spot something unusual on the surface of heads, then we'll take a look at the disks. If the head looks clean, no point in taking apart the drive. So what's interesting about these drives is that the screw that's holding the head assembly is here, but there's also a pentalobe screw here that is holding the bump stop, which, unless it's removed, it will not let the head assembly to come out. Yeah, this drive will need PL6 as one. I think there's like 3 different types of screws that are holding this drive's lid bolted up. Then there's smaller Torx. And last but not least, a bigger Torx, I believe, like T6, T8. So these are T6, this is PL6, and this is T8. Yeah, so it's a 5 disc assembly originally that's been downgraded to 4 discs because it's a 4TB. I've seen these drives go up to 6 TB in size. So I guess the 5 discs will be for 5 and 6 TB units. But the head assembly comb is the same for all of them. And it comes out. To our advantage, there's no debris around the head assembly, like, you know, the shavings from the platter. They would be easy to spot if they were there. So in a way, we are lucky that we don't have to deal with that, because on this unit I don't think there's going to be much forgiveness when it comes down to doing any type of work on it if there is platter damage. Let's just close the lid back up for now. This is the donor I picked up. Took a while to find one. These drives are locked by default, so we have to perform the unlock first on them, and that's gonna be done through the boot code. This new terminal can read really fast. Even though I fast forwarded this part, it really did not take that much time to read. So save the original, apply the unlock, and write it back. Now we're going to be able to access the terminal. So this system file is not important. I'm going to modify it and write it to the drive just to make sure that the drive, the head assembly that we put in there, is actually capable of recording information to the device. So once it's written, we have to read it again, and just to confirm that the changes took place. Because if we start doing this on something that is critical and there's problems with recording, we may damage the critical system file and create more problems for the drives. Yes, it can write perfect. So now let's go ahead and correct the HDD ID by disabling all the features that this drive currently does not need, and record it back into the device. Now we're imaging. This is I already created a task for the disk imaging. The only thing I'm not happy with is the speed. If you can see, the speed is really slow. It's 200 something kilobytes per second. That's definitely gonna take way too long to perform anything with this drive. And if I switch heads out, eventually it gains the speed to 100 something megabytes, which is definitely an improvement, but it only runs like that on 2 out of 8 heads, which is not what we're looking for. So let's see what else we can do in order to speed the drive on all of the levels. So one of the features in safe mode pages, we have disable idle activity, and if we're going to disable that, that should take care of the lag that was being created on heads that were showing slow speed. So I'm just gonna reverse the unlock. That way it's not requiring a handshake every single time the drive is powered off and powered on. So now that it's done, let's just go back to the task, power the drive on, and let's say continue, and run in the background. And let's have a look at the speed of this drive now. I think we should see an improvement, and we definitely do. And you can see that heads are switching. Head counts are the ones that weren't able to read fast before, are now reading fast again. Yeah, we're still getting over 100 megabytes, which is perfect. I would not let that drive run at 300 kilobytes per second. I would retire before it's done. Yeah, guys, this is perfect example of how drive's firmware can be manipulated so that it works fast and almost like new again. And that's exactly what we just did. This 4 terabyte will probably take a couple of days now to recover. So thank you very much for all of you who watched this episode. I hope you learned something new. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer. If you lost data on this unit, in the description of this video, you'll find a link. Request a service. I'll be happy to help out. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode.